Welcome to Try Rights. So myself Sujit. So today in the Python series, we're going to see a new concept called function and argument. So first we are going to cover what is function. So first we are going to see the definition. So function is nothing but it is a reusable block of code. Okay. So it is a reusable block of code, block of code, block of code that used for performing some specific task. Okay, by the calling your function, we can clarify that particular one specific task. So function is nothing but this is a reusable block of code that is used for performing some specific task. So in Python, we have two types of function. One is user defined. So one is user defined function and another one is inbuilt function. So what are these? We are going to see each and everything. So in the inbuilt function in Python, we have used the len function, then we have the print function. So these are something called function, or we can say that the append, lower, these are some function that are Python it will be give us. But we need to understand what is the user defined function. So how to create user defined function, what is user defined function, we are going to see each and everything. So user defined function to create def keyword is mandatory. So these are so keyword that are used for to create a function. So how the syntax will going to work, you need to give the df keyword, then the function name. Okay, so function name must be followed as our in identifier rules. Okay, then you need to give the indentation, then you can write our statement. Okay, here if you don't have any argument, we are going to see what is argument. You can create like this also, means you can pass the round bracket, or if you are not giving the round bracket, it also fine. Okay, now we are going to see how to print a small function, means the basic. So I just create a function called sample. Okay, I don't want to pass any argument. So I just want to print some value like hello traders. Okay, so now if I am executing, it will be not getting executed because if you are creating the function, you need to call. Okay, so to call that particular, you need to write the function name. Okay, if you are not passing any argument, you just write this way. Okay, if you are going to write, if you are going to just calling this way, it going to print you that particular whatever the function is want to print, it will give you the output as particular that. So the controller first create your function name, then it will be stored in your memory. While you are creating that function, it will be stored. But whenever you want to call one time, it gives you one time. When you are calling one more time, it gives you the one more time. So based upon your user requirement, you can call that many times. Means we don't need to write this thing one more time, just we need to call that particular thing. Okay, if you want to print the function name, means whatever the function, it gives you the address, means where the address will be going to create. Okay, means if you want to print, you just write. But if you see, if you are print the that particular things, it gives you the particular okay, I'll pass that, means you need to pass only the name. Okay, I'll give that particular, that's why. Okay, if you see, it gives me function sample at here. If I'm giving that function call, means here it will be calling the function. But if you see, here we are not returning anything. Okay, now we are going to cover what is the use of our return keyword. Okay, so how the return keyword is going to work and everything we are going to see. So return keyword is nothing but it will be used for So return keyword. Okay. So when means when the return keyword it get executed means your termination of program is done. Okay. So when the controller, okay, controller, sorry, when the controller is executing the return keyword, okay, return keyword, then that that particular function, that particular function will return to its function call means where you are calling this function it will be returning to that particular thing. So how the function call will be going to work, now we are going to see. Okay, so I just want to return something. Okay, so here I'll take, so create a function called sample. I don't need to pass anything. I'll print some hello and I need to return a value called 0. Sorry, I'll take 100. Okay, now I'll take, so I'll tell you, now I just want to call this. Okay, now I just call this. Now I need to print your function call. Okay, first we need to print the function, then I need to print the function call. So if you see the different means three for one function we are creating, but we are printing three ways. Here we can function call, here we need to print the function name, here we'll be printing the function call means where the function. So your controller, when this line will be get executing, then your function will be get tell that you need to go to your function call means where your function will be get executing. So if you just see, it gives you, just a second guys, yeah, if you see, it gives me hello because I just call that particular things. Okay, here it will be give me the address of that particular thing, but if you see, it gives me the 100 because return will be take the value whatever you want to return from that particular function. That's why we can say that return, it will be nothing but it will be returning some value. If you want to return the value, you can give, but if you want to don't returning some value, you don't, means I can pass any number means 100, then again 110, 120, I can pass multiple value. Okay, it will be but in the form of tuple, because I will tell, if you are not defining any collection data type, it will be treated as your tuple. Okay, so this is our function and return keyword will going to work in our Python. So now we are going to cover what is the argument. Okay, we are creating the function means here we have to pass something. Okay, if you are not passing, it is not issue, but if you want to pass some value, that is called our argument. Okay, so the argument are of five type. One is the positional argument, another one is keyword argument, fourth one is default argument. Okay, fourth one is variable length, non-keyword argument. Okay, non-keyword argument, and another one is variable length. Sorry guys for the spelling mistake. In here also variable length, keyword argument. So each and everything we are going to see. Okay, first, what is the meaning of positional argument? Okay, so positional argument is nothing but the number of parameter means inside the function how many number of parameter you can to declare by the help of an argument you can pass. Okay, so if you are creating the function with the help of three, you need to pass three argument. Okay, how the positional argument means, it says that the number of parameter in function declaration and the number of argument in the passing, argument in function is must be same. How it going to true? I just want to tell you in a example. Okay, so we are going to take a example called a student data. Okay, so I'll just create a function name called sample. Here I need to pass age. Sorry, first I need to pass name, age, and the gender. Okay, so here I need to print all that particular thing. Okay, so I'll print using the F string. So name, I need to print all the things. Okay, name, age, and I'll print the gender. Sorry. Okay, so here I don't need to return anything. Okay, but make sure that whenever you want to use your positional, means if you are passing three positional, whenever you want to functional declaration, means this is called function declaration, you need to pass three value also. Okay, so we know that if you are creating a string, you need to pass like that. Okay, so I'll pass my name, then age, because age is nothing but you can pass as the number, then I'll be pass as the gender. Okay, if I'm just printing, you just see it gives me all output. Okay, but if you see, if I am passing a one extra argument, okay, I'll pass extra argument. Okay, it gives me sample function take three positional argument, means based upon your positional argument you must give that many, you can't give anything. Okay, if you are also like that, if you are, I'll just change the position. Okay, after the mail I'll pass 25. Just see, it's give you the wrong answer, because I need to print Sujit, but it print Sujit, but here I need to print age, it gives me mail. To overcome with that, we have the keyword argument. Okay, so how the keyword argument is going to work, now we are going to see. So the keyword argument also same like your positional argument, but the difference of this is the, if you are changing the position, means if I am changing also, it don't care. Okay, so how it going to happen, I just want to tell. We can create this function. Here I just need to pass the all the positional, then I need to pass the value. Okay, here I just pass the gender, and here I just pass the age. If you see now, if I'm going to run this code, it gives me in the correct form. Okay, the name will be Sujit, age means I will be kept as my keyword, means I'll take the variable name as my keyword. So if I'm changing also, it will be not getting affected. So this is the by the help of your keyword argument. Now we are going to see some default. So default is nothing but it is same also. The number of parameter and the number of argument need not to be same. Okay, if you are not to be same, means I just need to write that particular thing. The number of argument and the number of parameter must not to be same. Big five, because if you see, if you are here doing some, means I just erase, means I'll pass 2. If you see, it gives me error because you are declaring 3 but you are passing one missing argument. But in this case, if you are using your default argument, it going to work. Okay, if in the gender, sorry, in the male also, okay, I'll pass in the gender only. Okay, so here I need to change that particular things, and I need to pass in the age equal to 25. Means if I am not passing, it will be take the default value. If I am passing, it gives. But if I am not passing also, it will be take the default value. Just see, if I am passing as the 26 for your better understanding, it gives me, oh, sorry guys. Yeah, I need to pass as the age. Just see, it gives me 26. But if I am not passing, it does not gives me. Okay, it give me the default value. So this is the use of our default value. Okay, now we are going to cover what is our variable length non-keyword argument. Okay, so non-keyword argument means if somebody, I need to change this. Okay, so this type of argument take care of any number of argument. Okay, so these types of this type of argument take care of take care of any number of arguments. Okay, how it going to happen, we are going to see now. Okay, so to achieve the non-keyword argument, we have the standard means by the using of your asterisk, single asterisk. How it going to happen, I just want to tell you. Just create a function called sample. Okay, means I don't need to pass any argument, I just want that star mark. Means here I just need to give the name. Okay, for that. Okay, I'll just take that argument. Now I just print that particular argument. Okay, I need to print here in the sample. I'll pass 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, means I'll pass three value. Okay, but I don't have any keyword argument or positional argument or default argument. If you just see, it gives me. Okay, if I'm trying to add also, it gives me. Okay, yeah, argument plus argument. But if you are seeing, it does means if I, again I just want to, again I just create, and here I just increase the value. Okay, if you see also, it does affect this code. Means how many number you can pass, it will be accepting. Okay, you can add also. Okay, by the for loop also you can add. Okay, the next one itself says that variable length keyword argument means in this we can pass the keyword. Okay, so this type of argument can take any number of keyword argument. Okay, so keyword argument, how this going to happen, we are going to see arguments. Okay, arguments. To achieve this, we need to use two asterisk. Okay, how it going to happen? So if you see here, okay, I'll pass 10 number. Okay, but it is not possible. Okay, means while we are doing this non-keyword argument all the time, it will be taking so many memory because we cannot predict how many user can give that value. But here what will be happen, you just need to give double asterisk. Okay, and kw argument. Okay, keyword argument. Here I just pass the keyword argument. Here I just need to pass the value as in the form of keyword. Okay, a equal to 11, then b equal to 12, and c equal to 13. So based upon that, we are printing these particular things. Just see, it gives me the correct output because based upon our keyword argument, it will be give us as the output, but in the form of the dictionary. Okay, now we are going to see examples. Means if somebody asks to try to convert our Celsius to Fahrenheit and Fahrenheit to Celsius, make sure that we are doing that in the function call. Okay, so the function how means we need to create a function, we are calling the convert. Okay, so convert temperature I'll take. Okay, here I just want to take the temperature and the scale. Means at a time if you are passing to Celsius it will be gives, if you are passing um, Fahrenheit it will also give. If the scale means what about the scale, if the scales is defined as C, means we need to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, so we need to return, means we can return that particular to the function call. Here you just type whatever the temperature into 9 by 5. This is the formula of that particular, and we need to add. Else, if somebody type that or elif, okay, elif, I just type scale is equal to f. Then here we need to return, means we are going to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. So the formula is called temperature minus 32 into 5 divided by 9. Okay, now we just need to print. Okay, because if you want to print the output, you need to print the function call. Okay, so now I just want to convert temperature. I'll pass as my temperature as 23 and scale as C. Okay, so it gives me take as the form of the string only you need to pass, because here we are taking the string. You can just imagine it gives me, if you are passing the means the Fahrenheit, it gives me Fahrenheit. Okay, so thanks for watching. Try That's all for today.